Weather Team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. A very pleasant day today, but the weather is going to be changing in a very big way over the next 24 hours. Let's take a live look outside from our CAVV Tower Cam. We're looking to the south with a few clouds on the way. The weather this evening does look very nice, so make the most of it. Live look at the Adirondack Bank Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet. Temperatures are on the cooler side. I've seen some pretty big changes in the weather here. We start out in the upper 40s. Most areas getting into the 60s this afternoon. Rome 67, Dolgeville 69, Little Falls 70. We did hit 70 for the high today, by the way. Sherburne 71, Cooperstown 68, and Worcester with 67 degrees. Again, if you're taking the dog out for a walk, no problems weather-wise. Partly sunny skies, temperatures in the 60s. Tonight's featured dog is Lucy Rose. And if you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. Tomorrow is going to be a very different day. We have the risk for severe weather. There's an unusual setup that's taking place, and it's going to give us an enhanced risk for severe weather. The timing is going to be tomorrow afternoon, and pretty much all the things that we look at for severe weather will be on the table. Damaging winds, the most likely thing that will be happening, along with the possibility of hail. And there's some extra wind shear in the atmosphere tomorrow, so the storms that do form will have a tendency to rotate, and rotating storms occasionally do produce tornadoes. That's a possibility. We're not saying that to scare you. We just want to let you know that it's something that we're going to be following really closely. We're not in Tornado Alley, but occasionally these things do happen here, even in the Northeast. So the setup is different. What we would typically see in the summertime, we don't get these large changes in temperature here. On one side of a warm front, temperatures are in the upper 90s, and on the other side, it's in the 60s. And so this dynamic, this big change in temperature is really fueling the atmosphere tomorrow. And when we combine that with some energy in the jet stream, it is a pretty classic scenario that produces some strong weather. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, looking at dry conditions. It's not going to be as cool tonight. We've got clouds on the way. We could have a few showers and storms early tomorrow morning, but we're watching tomorrow afternoon. That warm front is going to stall somewhere in the Mohawk Valley, and that's going to serve as the catalyst for thunderstorms. And there's likely going to be several different rounds of storms as low pressure moves through the region. And again, tomorrow afternoon, any storms have the potential of being on the stronger side. So again, if you're going to be outdoors, make sure you have a way of getting weather warnings, whether it's a weather radio or maybe your phone. And again, just keep checking in throughout the course of the afternoon as conditions are going to change pretty quickly. These storms are expected to move very fast. And the concern is over with here tomorrow evening, and tomorrow night the weather will get a chance to dry out. We also have major Hurricane Laura, winds now up to 145 miles an hour. This is a Category 4 storm. The track still keeps it to the south, but it does bring some rainfall into the northeast as we head into Saturday, and we'll talk a lot more about that coming up in the next half hour. Storms late tonight down to 55. Strong storms possible tomorrow, a high of 79. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Friday, mostly cloudy, 77. Tracking rain for the weekend, 76. Some sprinkles here for Sunday, cool 69. And we're back into the 70s here heading into early next week. Kristen, coming up in the next half hour, we're going to talk a lot more about Hurricane Laura and the possible impacts along the Gulf Coast.
In the meantime, we do have some images that we want to show people along the Gulf Coast. It's time to prepare or evacuate, and Hurricane Laura set to make landfall near the border early in the morning. It's now a powerful category